So we're here at the trade deadline, and it's been a better season. Like we're in third. We have a playoff spot. The what we have to be careful of is that we have less points than both of the wild cards, which are in the Central. We are 6 points ahead of the Oilers, but they have 4 games in hand. That's the danger here. If we fall into that 4 spot, we are out of the playoffs. We do need to keep getting points. And we have a pretty major injury in that our goaltender, main goaltender, is injured till April 6th. So that I think is what we got to do. Address here at this trade deadline is get ourselves a goaltender, because also Jari just hasn't been good as a backup, and right now he's in the starting role. He's performed a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Also, our overall scoring is not where we want it. I might mix up the lines a little bit and try some different things. Mainly, it's down to AJ here. He's just, unfortunately, not the offensive threat that we need at all. Someone did the math on it, too. If you take away his power play points, he only has 22 5-on-5 points in 62 games. That's just not good at all. He's below the pace that he was at last season. It just hasn't been good. Just hasn't been good. And that wouldn't be necessarily a horrific issue if we had like good duos, but Walsh and Enzo right now they're not quite there. Walsh is there. Like, Walsh is good. Enzo's still kind of developing. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But first things first, let's look around potentially at a goaltender we can grab. I want to check the overall. So yeah, Troy is up to an 87. Let's see. Joseph Wall has a no. Oh my god. Okay. Good job, Anaheim. Swayman. There's Bloomqvist. Alright, you know. Okay. I'm like, if he's killing it, I'm gonna be pissed. No. 86 isn't bad. But it's, yeah, contract. No. Extended. Yeesh. I don't know if we're going to find a perfect kind of yeah. It's going to be tough to find. God. You know, before I even look at contracts, I'm just going to look to see if the overall is there. I want like an 84, 85. Like, it has to be some kind of upgrade. 86, no move clause. Like, that ain't happening. Askarov's injured. Yeah. It's not quite there. Jeez. Wow, okay. There's not really a whole heck of a lot here. Vejmelka. Okay, Vejmelka on Utah is an option. He's done okay. He's not done tremendous. At least his value's down. I have 2 goaltenders. Jesus. The cap. It's really... Unless I get Hellebuck, who has an extra year. Can't really do that. Yeah, that's just a bit much. It's kind of Melka only, and he's not amazing. How do they look defensively? They're honestly not that different from us. And they have a lot more shutdown. If you look at King Delby and Sergachev. Wow. That's not a bad team either. Yeah, is it an upgrade? Or we just trade into trade? Ugh. I don't know. I do feel like I need to do something, though. He's at least slightly better. I don't feel amazing about this, though. It's just there wasn't the perfect fit there, but I just feel like I need to do something, because... Yeah. I don't have to hold on to him. 55 at 20 low elite. Yeah, you can pretty much chalk that in there. So we could do something like this. I could probably take back a pick. I don't know what kind of pick I can get. Maybe a third, which is all they really have. That might be too much, though. It is. That one's slightly less value. A bit off in value, so I could chuck in some junk and still get that third. If I have junk, I do. Yeah, I guess. It is a slight upgrade. He's not been doing amazing, but he's been doing better than Jari. And he's a little bit better overall. And importantly, he's listed as a starter, which will carry us into the playoffs. And he'll be a better option to throw into in a playoff situation as well. I mean, we hope. With Troy being injured. Obviously, he's going to be the starter till he loses the net in the playoffs. But yeah. Okay, now that that trade is done, I've been thinking of a couple things. Tage has taken more of a backseat playmaking role, not shooting a ton, but he's shooting a good amount. But it's, Jacob's the main shooter. That being said, Z is kind of more hybrid in the way that he's built. That's a lot of shots. And so what I'm actually thinking, because Walsh shoots like half as much, if not less. Or more, less. I'm actually considering swapping these two. Z will still have the top power play. I just want to try it, see if like a pure playmaker would allow both Thompson and Jacob to kind of get some more. I'm thinking of it. And I'm even considering doing something like this. Moving Beniers up into the top 6. More of a defensive presence right there. And putting AJ onto the third line. He'll still have power play and stuff. Top power play as well. But he's just not producing offensively. And Beniers is. So I kind of want to try that. All right, that doesn't give us extra chemistry. I'm seeing if it would, but it won't. And again, a bit more experience in the top 6. We'd still have Monahan, Kako on that third line. Yeah, AJ hasn't been doing enough, man, and we need to get into the playoffs. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna just trade AJ right now because I want to see what he does in the playoffs, but we have to get there. And him in that top 6 role, I don't know. I don't know if he gets us there. You know? So let's try that out. I'm still gonna hold off on moving Evans. It's Evans trade is more of an off-season thing. Yeah. Yeah, York hasn't been good as the backup either. All right, we're gonna try this out. We're gonna try Walsh on the top line with Thompson and Dubiel, because both of them can shoot, you know. All right. Okay, that's gonna be our deadline. I don't really want to do much else. I don't really need an offensive depth piece. If we have a major offensive injury, I'm probably gonna call up Saleh and give him his shot finally. Because I am eventually probably going to want to utilize his trade, but I don't know, though. He's been great for the AHL. I'll start simming to the end of the season. I will stop if we struggle to mix things up again. Oh, my God. At least he's not out for a super long time, but Jesus. We got to win these games, though. And, of course. Oh, Faber gets injured, and then I kind of feel like I need to call someone up. Every game fucking matters. This is bullshit, by the way. Faber and then Fleury the next game. Oh my God. Call up Cody Cece. Crazy, dude. Just crazy. Alright, this isn't going to matter a ton. Fortunately. Coachella can be best lines. Please. Okay, we won that game at least. Oh. I don't think he's going to be good. No. Oh, we cannot lose that game against Edmonton. That is the worst possible outcome right there. Oh, it's Kale. No, you can stay scratched while we have CC up. That's a 4-point game right there that we lost. All right, that's a big win right there. We gotta... Okay, Brock Faber's back. So I can send back down CC. Good. He was a plus in the games he played, and he scored a goal. All right, we are sending him back down, though. He might get claimed, but whatever. He did not. All right, get him back in there. Come on, guys. We need these wins. There we go. Oh, man. The Oilers are catching up, and we're out of the playoffs now. And we just lost another game. Fucking keep losing to Edmonton. They have 4 games in hand and they're tied with us in points. We're not making it. We're falling out. We have to win out and we have to hope they fucking lose. Christ. Those losses against Edmonton suck. There's no other way to say it. Hold on, what was our stats move much? Goals against got better and goals for we stayed the same place wise. Power play got even better though. Penalty kill even got better, but plus yeah, I can't change around that line. Oh, it's this one that's killing us. It's actually mostly carry that's killing us. Yeah, Brock Faber's fantastic. And Melka has kind of continued to improve. York is ass, though, unfortunately. It's just too young. Maybe I should have kept him. Or kept, it doesn't matter at this point. We are performing better with these lines. It's just, yeah, we've kind of screwed ourselves. We have basically, like I said, we have to win out, and I don't have any faith that this team wins out the rest of the fucking season. We have to win out and get help. Like, it's just, if we beat Vegas, nope. It's like, we can maybe pass, like, oh my god. Well, we got Troy back, but it might be too little too late. Might be too little too late. Oh boy. That is tough. Very tough. Now, how close are we going to make it? How much is this team going to break my fucking heart here? Oh my god, the Oilers are just... Yeah, there's no way. We are so far behind. Oh wait, we have a wild card spot now. I didn't expect that. Come on. Come on. Don't you dare lose. I think we just got eliminated because he's talking to me. Oh, we've clinched. Never mind. What? How the fuck did we clinch? On that win against... Okay. Shit. Okay, good. It didn't go past it. Okay, well, they didn't quite do what I needed, but it was kind of close. I didn't expect us to snag the wild card spot because we were quite far behind, but we ended up doing it. We snagged... Wait, we didn't... How are we... No, we're the away team yet, duh. Wow, okay. I did not expect that, but I will happily take it. We did lose to Chicago, and we get to play them now, but we made the playoffs. This streak right here was desperately needed. 5-game win streak. We will... Yeah. Over that last stretch, we did lose 2 games. But we were 6-2 to enter the playoffs. That was desperately needed. How the fuck? I didn't think we were catching those wildcard teams. We were like 6 points behind. And our goals for continued to get better, dude. Look how much it jumped up from the deadline to now. It was at, what, 318? It's now at 345. Goals against got a bit better as well. Power play got better. Penalty kill remained good. Was not expecting that. All right, let's do a bit of a dive here. All right, wow. That's huge. We fought. We battled. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, we know where we end up. It's actually, oh, this is the Pacific Division. Yeah, we're like middle of the pack offense, but defensively is what I'm pretty happy about. In the top 10. Yeah, we know the ranks and stuff like that, but gave up some shorties. We got some shorties though. And near identical records home and away. So we were a consistent team. Last 10, this is where we got in the playoffs. 7, 3, and 0. But yeah, how the heck? We were literally the last team to get in. Oh my god, 1 point over Winnipeg. 1 point over Winnipeg. Wow. And that sucks for them because look how much more offense they had. But it was their defense that sunk them. I can't believe it. Leading point scorers, Jacob was 74 points. Tage had 74 as well. 42 goals for Jacob. I think his goal was like 50 goals or something, so he obviously didn't get whatever he needed. Beniers' end of the season was 60 points. I can't remember what he had prior to being put up. Z was 60 points. Walsh was 60. Walsh definitely had a good end of the season. God, someone could do the math for me. Look at Enzo though, dude. He ended with 40 goals on the season. Like, I don't really mind if his point totals are low if he's gonna put up 40. AJ actually ended with 41 points, but again, 35 on 5 points. Not good enough. He had the same amount of points as Monahan, for God's sakes. With no power play time. Kakko, 34 with no power play time. So Kakko and Monahan both had more 5-on-5 points than AJ. Dude, even the fourth line was pretty solid. Plus players, a couple guys with 20 points. All of them had 10 goals. What more do you want from your fourth line? The main issue, though, is that second pairing and kind of scary carry being that minus. But Wasabi and Faber both over plus 25, so they should get their boosts that I was trying to give them. I know well, at least I was, oh shit, what was it? Ah, it's not going to show because they actually got it. But I'm assuming it was plus minus. And so his defense, yeah, his defensive awareness is now up at 90. I'm assuming that's what I was going for with him. Faber, I guess probably, oh no. I don't know what I was going with him. Was it, maybe it'll still be up. Nope. Okay, whatever. I can't remember if it was shot blocks. I'm pretty sure I was trying to go awareness for him, though. But I can't fucking remember. But look at the back end, man. Look at the points from Faber and Wasabi. Like, that's huge. You have two guys on the defensive end, both playing together with 60-plus points. If we could just get the rest of the lineup kind of scoring, like, we could be a top offensive team. Troy had a 9-10 to end the season. Vejmelka, 902 overall. But with us, unfortunate record with us, but good God. Look at what he did with us. How does he have a 902 total? That makes zero sense. He doesn't. He can't. Yeah, it's a 909, but it's showing up as a 902 here because the game sucks. God damn. What a... Okay, Vejmelka turned out to be a fantastic pickup. That's well worth the value that we spent for him. He got us into the fucking playoffs. His record, that's crazy. But thank you, Vejmelka. Troy is going to start, but he is going to be on a bit of a short leash, I think, with how good Vejmelka was. I think we gotta kind of go with that. And Maxwell was the only rookie. All right, let's look around the league here. Hughes had 131 points. Matthews, he didn't hit like 80 goals. He still had 62, but less goals than Kyle Connor. So It'll be Nathan McKinnon taking on the Maurice Richard with 75 goals, 107 points. Assist leaders Marner with 92. The most clutch, mathematically, probably Trocheck. Yeah. McKinnon led the way in power play goals with 22. Power play points, Jesper Bratt with 38. 6 shorties for Batherson, and probably led the way in shorty points, yep, with 9. I see a member up there, Marksy, with 4 shorty points. All right. How's the Crosby Award looking? Oh, look at Justin. We expected to see this at some point. He might be in the running for the Selke, man. Oh, the plus minus is going to tank him. But I don't see anyone else with good face-off percentage who's taking a lot of draws. Yeah, what the heck? There's Miller. Z did pretty good. Took less on the second, or Matthew. Yeah, I have no idea who this is going to. I feel like they'll throw away Justin because of the plus minus, but just because we know how the game is, I have no idea. I don't even see Crosby. Did he retire? I can't remember. He might have. Quinn Hughes, I'm assuming he did. He's like 40-something. Quinn Hughes is taking home the Norris, no question. 108 points, plus 21. And over McRated at a point per game season. All right, goalie. Shesterkin. Should be taking home a lot of hardware. Yeah, 40 wins, 9 shutouts. He should get every goalie award. Who else is he going to give it to? All right, the Rooks. Wow. All right, now's your chance. Nope. I was going to say, now's the time. Mason Watson, his first job as a starter, puts up an 880. Oof. But he's only an 83. All right, let's do the fun side. I forgot to check the goalies, but I doubt we get a goalie goal 2 years in a row. There we go. 3 people with over 200. Even Justin's up there. God, I'd give him. I know, like, plus minus shouldn't matter, but it does in this game. God damn. Only 2 guys. Middleton and Olivier keeping the dream alive. Speaking of dreams, can we get insanely lucky? Oh my God, Darth Vader. A goalie goal and an assist. 2 years in a row with a goalie goal. Let's fucking go. Darth Vader. All right. We did it, Joe. Beautiful. All right. The playoff picture. There are your playoff matchups. Avs, Dallas is a good rivalry. Battle Florida. Maybe Vegas Oilers, but it's more Oilers LA. All right. Well, let's see how good Chicago is, because they're probably pretty damn good at this point. Yeah, Donato, Bedard, Ice Warrior, there he is. I don't know, we'll check that in the offseason. But there he is on the top line. Besser, Strom, Sikora, Bertuzzi, Dickinson, Kapanen. Pretty good fourth line as well. Pretty good defense as well, geez. Really strong right side. And they got Ivankovic. Wow. All right, well, it's a pretty good team that we're facing. We're rolling into the playoffs using the same lines that we did. We know we can make some changes. We can throw AJ into a better role, but oh man, Capo. Yeah, he is demoralized pretty heavily, which is unfortunate considering we made the fucking playoffs. He might be on his way out. I want to use him as a third liner, but he just might be in a tough spot to be able to do so. I do love to have a fucking power forward with truculence on my third line, but he's not happy. Not happy. I don't know. Like, we're a pretty balanced team, but I would have to kind of give them the edge in some places. But then again, like, we have a lot of good players all over the shop. I guess time will tell. Time will tell what happens here. All right, game one. We lose 5-3. Okay, game two. Can we bounce back? Or do we give up another shit ton of goals? We won, but we are giving up quite a few goals. Troy's leash is getting shorter. Home ice now, though. We got the split, you know. Home ice. We win 6-2, okay. All right, 2-1 series lead. Game 4. Lost in OT, and Chicago ties the series, headed back to the United Center. Pivotal game 5. We lose in OT again. Oh, no. I'm not, like, upset with our performance, though. Like, that's the only really bad game. We win that game. Tough loss in OT. Tough loss in OT. But, like, we're scoring. Defending. Nah. But I'm not going to check out a goaltender, especially after a game like that. We just got to find a way to get that last goal. I'm going to check out a couple performances. Okay, 4 points for each of them. 2 points only. 1 point only. 4 points for Beniers. And now AJ, he's a fucking point per game player. Amazing. How much is that his freaking power play, though? None of it? Okay. Okay, now, yeah, you're gonna... You dick. Gonna make it real hard to trade you. I'm really considering doing that, but... I don't know. Yo, he only has an 895. It's actually not incredible. Z is a big, big letdown right now. So he's actually going to get bumped down to the third line. I'm going to put Beniers in the middle. I'm going to move AJ up because he's killed it. Excuse me. All right, game 6, home ice. Got to win to stay alive. And we got crushed. And Carey got injured in that game. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, Troy wasn't amazing, but taking him out after his last 3 games didn't sit right with me. Like, that's a tough one to lose. That's a tough one to lose. You got to be able to win one of those games in overtime. And obviously, that's a good performance. He got blown out of the water there. So, like, half the games were solid. Half the games were kind of bad. And we do end up losing in the first round. But let's kind of assess how the overall team performance was and get ourselves a better idea. Okay, yeah, goals against was awful. Scoring wasn't horrible, but that's terrible. Power play stunk. And then penalty. Yeah, see what I mean? It's always the fucking reverse. If you have a mid penalty kill in the season, they go lights out in the playoffs. And then this time we had an incredible penalty kill and we got blown out of the fucking water. Performance-wise, led the way by Sean Monahan of the third line with 7 points in 6 games played. And then Jacob with 5, AJ with 5, Kako had 4, Thompson with 4. But yeah, we didn't get enough. Beniers, Walsh, Asamont. Hey, Z, where you at? Getting outscored by fourth fucking liners besides Maxwell. But at least they were pluses. Yikes. Yikes, Mr. Born Leader. Can't complain too much about the production on the defensive end of things. Scary Carry, it continues to be a minus. Yeah, not great. Not great. I'm sure someone would have made the argument to try Vemelka. And maybe you would have been right, but I was just looking at results. That last game result stunk. I don't know, hindsight, take him out after game 2, even though he wins. Like, that's so tough for me to do, like, take out a winning goalie, but... Yeah, if I didn't. Shit, performed tremendously in that game. I mean, you can make an argument that's actually a bad game, too, because giving up 4, even though it is overtime, like, eh. Damn. Well, I mean, they're a good team. They were a good team. So, it is what it is. I just want to see how good some of their players did. Namely, Bedard. Yeah, he's a goal per game. Goal per game, Ice Warrior. So, yeah, over point per game. Like, they didn't, like, destroy worlds or anything, but they got enough. And a good amount from their back end. And goaltending wasn't amazing for them either. They just... Yeah. The turning point is really the overtimes. They found the way to score in overtime while we didn't. It's a completely different series if we win just one of those. We didn't win each single one. If we win both of them, fuck. Series is over. If we win both of those games. If we win one, we at least guarantee a game 7. That game doesn't matter. We could chuck in Vemelka or something. Like, yeah, but... It just didn't work out. And now AJ makes it incredibly difficult because he's now proven to be a fucking playoff performer. Like a complete asshole. But I don't know, man. Still need the regular season. Look what it's saying to do best lines. That's crazy. That's kind of insane. Anyway. Well, that'll do it. Not the best way to end. It was a tough team, but yeah, maybe I could have done a couple things differently. I was looking more towards results for the goaltender versus stats. He ended with terrible stats because he ended on a terrible, terrible game. But yeah, even before that, maybe could have made the change after game 2. I don't know. That was tough for me, you know, coming off of a win. But, and then he got another win right after that. Ah! Yeah, whatever. Things are what they are. We have to be a better team overall. We at least got a glimpse of what this team looks like in the playoffs. Certain guys need to figure out how to produce better, aka Z. And then in the regular season, AJ needs to produce better. So it's like, goddamn. We didn't learn much. It's such a small sample size that, like, yeah. So we have a lot to consider this offseason. A lot. Actually, before I even wrap this up. Okay, Tage still wants to return. Please don't still want a ridiculous amount. Okay, that's much better. Much better. I could live with this. Now, 4 years is a lot, but we kind of have to play ball with the amount of time he wants, simply because we do need to keep the cap down. And we cannot really change the years without paying him more. And I think I want to keep him. I do think I want to keep him. I'll try this. He might refuse it, but we do have to try to keep cap down. And I think that's enough organizational and contract interest to be able to entice him. Another thing we could do. I'm not giving him no move or a full no trade. Modify 4 teams, no trade. That's not bad. Okay, hold on. 8 team, no trade. How much does that move? Okay, it doesn't move it up a ton. But that should entice him even more. If I can go down to 9.5. Give him an 8 team, no trade. What if I could do, what if I can do 9? How much? Okay, wait a sec. That might be too much. Yeah, it's probably going to be too much. I'd have to give him like a 20 team no trade. And even then. $12 teams. It still leaves you with 18 teams you could trade him to. If need be. And that's a fair contract. I'm going to try that. I really hope he accepts that. Scary Carry, I forgot to check you throughout the year, but you're... Oh, that's much better. And he still is RFA? Go for it quickly. Yep. That's a really, really good deal for Carry. That's an incredible deal for Carry. I know it's only for a couple years, but who the hell cares? It keeps him as RFA. That's the main thing. Vimelka does not want to return. That's okay. I do need a better back. I don't want to go with York as my backup. I don't want 2 young goalies. That just spells trouble for me. So, we're definitely going to be looking for a defenseman. We're going to be looking for someone to replace Evans. And we got to ship out that contract, too. Alrighty. Well, we'll take care of that in the next one. Hopefully, those contracts go through. Actually, we can advance a couple days, man. See if they actually go through. What the fuck else? I'm not waiting for anything. Don't need to wait for that. We got Tage. That's honestly a pretty fucking good deal for what he brings to the table. We also got Carey. So, yeah, we're set. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.